they want, Parker man. In the back. That's what they want. Y'all, come on. What is up with y'all? We about to go see the back rooms. Come on. Yeah. We're just having a good time, really. It's about to be a vibe. Dude, look at the sunset.
I just woke up and now I'm going to I'm gonna go and do my fasted cardio because I want to be healthy and also I want to get leaner for the summer. I'm already pretty lean actually, but you know, you can always be leaner, look better. So we're gonna do 30 minutes of fasted cardio and then I'm gonna go and have some breakfast. Alright. Cardio redeemed. Did about 25 minutes, not 30, but I'm just gonna increase it by 5 minutes every single day, or for a bit. I don't want to get up to like an hour, like that'd be brutal. But now I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna go and eat something and break the fast. So, gosh, I'm so bloated right now. Need to hydrate. Okay, for the first meal of the day, we're gonna have 2 eggs. These are like pretty fresh eggs, I think. Yeah, organic. And then we're gonna have 2 pieces of sourdough. And I normally wouldn't eat bacon because it's a high fat content, but there was bacon in my fridge, so we're gonna have it anyway and just enjoy a little bit of bacon. And then after that, I'm going to let that digest, so go on a digestion walk and then have my pre-workout meal, and then we're gonna go to the gym. That's what we're working with. Honestly, not bad. It should be pretty good. Mango mimosa is banging, so turn the cold bra. Mango mimosa. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do 2 scoops. It's just feeling like okay now. It's just a 2 scoop kind of day. I most days do like 1.5, but full 2 is chill. I don't know, I feel like my pump's been better when I actually drink it instead of dry scoop it. So we're just gonna do 2 full scoops now. Keeping scoops. Put a little on top. I'm fried. I'm gonna diet like 20. I actually like this flavor a lot. Jake said that a lot of people don't like it, but I actually like the fruitiness a little bit. It a lot of the pre-workouts, just kind of like a lot of pre-workouts on the market, taste very chemically, and this is one of the pre's where like it doesn't taste as artificial, and maybe you get a little bit of chemically taste occasionally, but like it's a quality flavor. It doesn't feel cheap and like they used a bunch of artificial shit. So good job, Colt. Stay hydrated, G. Drawer, like where I store all the pre-workouts.
Oh, it's a vlog.
It's out of the camera. Guys, we're going to the back rooms.
Oh, this is copyrighted.
Bro, I already put copyright music all on my shit. It don't matter. But to make up for that, you guys need to go and sub to my. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Bro, his feet's looking so good.
Yo.
That's what they want,
Parker
man.
in the back.
That's what they want. Y'all, come on. What is up with y'all? We about to go see the back rooms. Come on.
Yeah.
We turn up. Hey, and guess what? And we just saw a little scat back too, and it was pretty cool. We're just having a good time, really. It's about to be a vibe. Then you look at the sunset.
Oh, that's crispy.
And then you get a photo of me.
Oh yeah. Whoa! Yo, what the heck is that, Ed? The big Ed?
How do I put this on, bro?
Dude, they're all like... What's up, vlog? You know, we're here. The day is finally here. It's Backrooms movie.
Let's clap it up.
Bro, they're at Kroger right now.
What? Bro.
Bro, we're going to the Backrooms. We're all at Kroger right now.
Oh, it's hard to believe in this a bit, but I love it. Can I see how I look real quick?
I learned this. Oh, I learned this, though.
Crazy?
Hey.
Little sack session in the parking lot.
Period, boy. Period. Does it not work? Bro got the bunk chair. Mine works fine.
Someone debonded my butt. What's up, chat?
Oh wait, yeah. See,
We're about to see the Backrooms movie. It's about to be insane. Don't do that. We're in a movie theater. Insidious, don't you like that?
Insidious?
Yeah.
No.
We have a whole row filled up. And one time, us three went to a movie theater and we had the whole movie theater to ourselves. We did. What was that? What was I don't know what movie though. That was Ant-Man? Yeah. My button doesn't work, I'm pissed.
What do you got the faulty button?
Look at this, bro. Check me out. Only one button, bro. Only one button.
We'll get the whole crew, you know. We got the whole row. The whole row. All here. All the fellas are here.
To understand what she's saying. I hear it's super as you can understand.
I'm so excited.
Hey, we vibing, y'all. We are about to have a good time. Let's go. We got the popcorn. We're chilling, y'all. Come on. Okay, we need to debrief that.
4 out of 10 is a perfect rating.
4 to 10 is too nice.
That's a perfect
I would say.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10.
I thought it was like an 8 out of 10. 8? That was so good. That was fucking me 8. I thought it was really good.
Also wasn't scary.
You filmed it? No. That would be illegal. I would never do that. Overall review of the movie time. Fellas, what are we reviewing it?
I mean, if you go into that movie not like getting like if you don't go into the movie with a little bit of an understanding what the Backrooms is, you're like fucked. Cause like yeah, you start to kind of understand, but then it like
Hey,
just
by the
keeps
way, we
throwing
can't. I don't
stuff
think we can. We
at
can't
you.
exit here, just so you know.
It just keeps throwing stuff at you.
It does, bro.
And like you just don't know.
They're beautiful.
They don't know what you're watching, like as the movie keeps going
Yeah,
on.
bro. Like all the random stop signs and like the dude connected to the wires, like that crap made no sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The dude connected to the wires.
Yeah, so
That was the cardboard caveman cutout.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
What was that thing?
so those
That was
are
like a trap.
nah, like if you watch the 3 hours of preliminary tapes, you understand a majority of it. So I'm basically better than all you guys because I wasted my life watching that shit.
What were the preliminary tapes about?
That was like they're essentially the actual science experiment because if you know, it's like being conducted by the government. They're doing research into it and they want to turn all the backrooms into storage space because they're like, what can we really do with this? And they did incorporate that in because she falls through the door, or they like bring her through the door, which is the portal that they end up making. So, so like that linked back. The music was in some of the tapes and like some of the rooms.
Wait, so
obviously,
like
levels.
towards the end when they picked her up and were taking her into the lab, that's what you're talking about, like the door they made?
Yeah. So that was initially, bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know why that scared me. Like his sneeze just scared me.
What is tweaking after the movie?
It's just like an eerie feeling.
Yeah, you don't feel comfortable at all throughout the movie. They do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Nah, but like also when Mary and his name was Mark, right?
Clark.
When they
yeah.
met up again at like that fake house, and then he like, okay, I don't know if I want to spoil the movie, but like.
All right, well, we'll put a disclaimer right here. It's spoilers past this point.
We've also like already kind of been spoiling, but like when he shoved the knife into that fake dude and then started like
Eating him?
like they didn't eat them, but like they were about to eat them, and I was like, this,
What the
what the fuck?
Yeah. I was just so confused.
It was also like, it looked like he was made out of styrofoam.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Maybe it's just because I didn't watch the preliminary tapes though, and that's why I'm confused. But
A bit. If you can watch a TikTok summarizing it, maybe
that
might help.
I'm gonna watch them tonight until 4
Nah, but
a.m.
what was low-key pissing me off was when Graham was like, what the hell?
Yeah, bro. No shade to Graham though. No shade to Graham.
Because he's so cute.
Holy heck.
Ready for the second movie already?
I'm so ready.
Bro, I wish they went more to like the research stuff.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
I think it would have been cool to see more of the scientist side. But I also think it was cool to see like just a random person go into there.
I think Backrooms 2, if they do make a new one, it's gonna be like the science stuff.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're doing that now. But it's like also at the end, I did kind of like the part where she asked if she was gonna get out, and they were basically like hinting at like they were gonna like keep her there,
Yeah,
kill her.
That's like a science thing. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like you're involved in something now. It's way bigger than you. Like you.
And bro, the thing that also doesn't make sense is how like you get remembered.
Okay, I'm back home from the movie. Got my little buddy with me. And just gonna wind down for bed. I really did enjoy that movie, and I love my friends. Those two you saw there, that was Briggs and Liam. I'll put both their Instagrams right here and here. So shout out Briggs, shout out Liam. There were a bunch of people that came. So yeah, it was a really good time. And now, and like it hasn't really been that locked in of a day. The first clip you guys saw was from a different, but yeah, the footage that you saw in my other video was for a completely like different day. But I still do the same things. So I do my fasted cardio, and then I have my first meal. The other thing that I wanted to add in is that I've been eating a lot leaner meats because I'm basically doing like a mini little health phase. So I ate a lot of ground bison and a lot of ground venison and stuff like that because it's leaner red meats. And yeah, just trying to stay healthy. So sourdough because it digests super fast. It's good carbs. Raw honey, those sorts of things. Almond butter. But yeah, now I'm going to go and play some games with my friends. If I record it, then I do. If I don't, I don't.
So Project DXL, right? Step 1 is hydration, okay? Step 2 is sleep. Step 3 is diet. Step 4 is supplements. And step 5 is split. So I'm going to walk you through each one of these factors and basically what I'm doing differently for each one. So my current protocol, if we're talking about hydration, is maybe like half a gallon a day of water. And I do add electrolytes, so you can use anything. You need to drink water, first of all. Water is important, but not just water. You need to get your electrolytes too. And that is going to help, especially in your face, like with lymphatic drainage. If you really want to thin out your cheeks, you're going to need to drink some electrolytes because oftentimes you have to get rid of the water in your face. The water is making you bloated. And you want the water to go to your muscle cells, right? That's why we take creatine, is so that way it can saturate our muscle cells with water. Like here, you can see normal muscle cells and muscle cells with increased water. So you want that all to funnel into your muscles. And actually, a lot of steroids do have a similar thing where it will help retain water in your muscles. It's a similar kind of concept for some. For example, Anavar, things like that, where it kind of helps funnel water and whatnot, but that's a different story. Creatine is not a steroid. Okay, creatine is perfectly normal. I drink like, what is this, 17 ounces? It's like 16 ounces. I fill it up to right about there of water with 5 grams of creatine every single night before I go to bed, so that way I don't bloat. But hydration is going to be key no matter what, and you need to get yourself some form of electrolytes. You could use hydration drinks, or some form of hydration powder is going to be very, very useful because you can just add that to your water, drink it throughout the day. And Colt has 2 flavors, sorry to plug, but they have the Tropic Drip and then also the watermelon. But that kind of stuff just makes it easier to stay hydrated. I personally just find it's better. There are other brands, but obviously Colt's the best. And yeah, so that's really all I have to say for hydration. It's going to help boost your recovery overall. You really should be staying hydrated, or else you're leaving a lot of gains on the table. Next on the list, we have sleep. So overall, your sleep is going to be very, very important for your recovery and to actually build muscle. So first thing that we have is ZQL. Okay, now you don't have to take this. I take melatonin and ashwagandha mixed. A lot of people will just opt for melatonin, but I take the ashwagandha to also lower my cortisol. And yeah, just any type of sleep aid is going to help you get to sleep consistently at the same time, even though it may be hard sometimes, and help you really get that good recovery you need. I take about 5 milligrams every single night, but if I'm really having trouble, I'll take 10. Now, keep in mind that it's 5 milligrams melatonin, 5 milligrams ashwagandha for every single one. So then it would be like I'm taking 10 milligrams ashwagandha, 10 milligrams melatonin. So if you're like keeping track of that, make sure you like know that it's mixed. Next thing that I think is actually super duper important that people like neglect is a sleep mask. Okay, sleep masks are gonna help you just sleep longer. It's not that important, but I have a pink silk one, so that way I don't get acne around my eyes. And yeah, it generally helps. It just, I don't know, it's always helped me fall asleep, and I feel like it just makes the quality of my sleep better overall. And a lot of people are like, Daniel, how does this relate to being a shredded sick cunt? Well, to get absolutely diced, absolutely shredded, absolutely jacked, you're going to need to sleep and get that recovery, okay? And so the better your recovery, in fact, a majority of your gains are made while you're sleeping. Like the recovery happens while you're sleeping. So sleep is the most neglected thing by far. So I would 100% recommend you guys make sure you get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, maybe even 8 to 9 depending on your age. So yeah, sleep is most definitely important. Do not neglect your sleep, okay? Don't do it. And like I said, sleep aids are useful, but they're not necessarily necessary. And sleep mask, again, not necessary, but sleep is non-negotiable. Make sure to get your sleep. Just to cover diet now, I've been eating a lot of leaner red meats. So that consists of ground venison and ground bison. Both the leanest, pretty much the leanest red meats you can get. And that's going to help me basically reduce the fat in my diet. I often pair these with rice or potatoes or sweet potatoes, which are good carbs. I eat a lot of rice cakes too, but I didn't feel like I needed to put that here. And you can't forget your greens, guys. I know sometimes it sucks, but broccoli is good greens. Some people take a green shake in the morning so that way they don't have to incorporate vegetables in their diet, but vegetables are good. And when I say vegetables, I don't just mean potatoes, because there's some people who are like, oh, I can just eat like a potato and, you know, it's technically a vegetable. No. Okay, potatoes are good, but you still need to get your greens in and other types of vegetables. And sometimes people will try and eat a bunch of carrots to get the carotene out of it, but I just take a beta carotene supplement. I guess we'll go to supplements next thing, because we kind of covered the diet. But diet is one of the most important factors, guys. If you're not eating properly, you're not going to get shredded, and that's just the truth, okay? I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just telling you how it is. So don't eat like shit. And I want to add one more thing. Just because you're eating like a bunch of like food does not mean you're bulking. Bulking is a calorie surplus, okay? So people are like, oh, you're cutting because you're eating clean. You're not cutting necessarily. If you're eating the same amount of calories and it's leaner foods, you're not cutting. You're just eating cleaner, okay? You're eating at maintenance. You're just cleaning your diet up. And bulking, I want to be very clear. Bulking, it has its place, but bulking is a word that a lot of people use to cope. A proper bulk, people track their calories, you track how much you're going up. It's not going to be a dirty bulk. Unless you're on a lot of steroids, dirty bulks, you're just adding fat, and you're really not gaining a lot of the tissue that you think you are, okay? A lot of people make that mistake up front. But if you're going to do a bulk, do it properly. Okay. I feel like we can move on. We've covered diet, okay? Next, we're going to cover my supplements. So the first thing that I've recently started taking is the Glow gummies from Ascend Labs. So what this has in it, I talked about it a little bit earlier, is the beta carotene and a couple other things. This is just gonna give your skin a little bit more of that like glowy kind of orangish tint to it. It doesn't mean you're gonna get super tan. This does not work like any tanning peptides you've heard of, but it will definitely still give you a little bit of color and just make you look a little bit better. The next one I feel like is a no-brainer. I feel like almost everybody takes it nowadays. It is maybe a little bit overhyped, but it definitely helps draw the water into your muscles. It's creatine monohydrate, okay? Do not get any other type of creatine. They're just trying to scam you, okay? Creatine monohydrate is the only form of creatine you need, okay? And a lot of people say like, oh, you should do a loading phase. It's literally just a waste, guys. Just take, you could take a little bit more, but just do 5 grams every day and do it in like 16 ounces of water right before you go to sleep, because then when it bloats you, you're going to be asleep, so it's not going to matter. It's not going to bloat you during the day. That's one of my biggest things that I've switched, is I take my creatine at night, whereas instead of in the morning, where I'll just already just be bloated. So yeah, take it at night. The next thing might surprise you guys. I've been experimenting with pre-workouts a little bit, and I love Colt, but there is a couple pre-workouts that I've obtained. This one in particular, it's called Cuts Thermogenic Pre. It has 6 thermogenic ingredients in it that helps you sweat a lot more and reduce fat, right? So we're trying to lose body fat, okay? We're not trying to get super shredded down to like 3% body fat, but we at least want to stay pretty damn lean and get some good ass pumps. So this is definitely coming clutch. It's very strong, I will say. If you're like new to pre-workouts or anything, I would not recommend it. It's very, very strong, and it's hard to find. Next on the list, I have yet to implement this. I'm going to be implementing it here in the next few days, is yohembine. I'm going with a form of beta yohembine, but yohembine is going to help target those stubborn fat cells right at the lower part of your abdomen. And this is, again, good for just kind of getting a little bit leaner, getting rid of the stubborn fat cells. What you do is you take it in the morning when you're about to do your fasted cardio. So I do 45 minutes fasted cardio every single morning now. And I'm just going to take this right before my fasted cardio and then move on with my day. It's not that complicated. And the next thing is vitamin C. I take vitamin C every single day. Again, just take your vitamins, guys. That's a no-brainer. A lot of people should take fish oil. I can't take fish oil because of a blood clot disorder I have called performance factor 2. But hey, you know, you should take it. Fish oil is really good for you. There's a lot of benefits. When it comes to your split, the thing that I've changed is now I do a upper lower split. So essentially Monday I will do all upper body, and then Tuesday I will do legs and core, and then Wednesday will be a rest, and then repeat and repeat. And this is going to help you optimize your gains and optimize your recovery, because obviously you could train, and I have trained multiple different splits, but sometimes you're basically training a muscle back to back almost 2 days, and that's just not optimal for recovery. That's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. And the only way that you can really do stuff like that, where it's like you don't take rest days, or you do, you're just constantly at the gym, is if you're on performance enhancing drugs, because most of the time your body just can't recover that fast. But if you have the performance enhancers, your body will be able to indeed recover a lot quicker. With that being said, this split may not be necessary for you. Me personally, I've tried it for the past couple weeks and it's given me the best results. But again, it is all preference. Okay, you don't have to do a specific split. In reality, you can do whatever the hell you want. So I indeed switched my split. I stopped doing push-pull legs and I did the Arnold split, and it worked. Yes, I'll just put a little A above it. It worked because I was in a huge calorie deficit. I put on about 30 pounds in between these two. Not 30 pounds of muscle, but you can see I still have visible abs. I gained better shape, better roundness in my shoulders, specifically in my traps. You can see, I mean, my waist is clearly about the same size. But I packed on a lot of muscle tissue, so this was really good for me. This is Project DL, right? So I'll just put put a little note there. My split here was essentially kind of push-pull legs. Okay, I went back to the push-pull legs because I just, I was like, okay, I'm just trying to lock in. I was more focused on the training itself, not my split and recovery day. So I pretty much just do push-pull legs, push-pull legs. I would just do push-pull legs up until the weekend, then I would take Saturday, Sunday off. And I was lighter than here, but I was much leaner, as you can see, and I held water in my muscles a lot better. I was taking my creatine. I was locked in on my diet, nutrition, hydration. So this is probably the peak that my physique has been. Okay. This was pretty much the end of Project DL. This was the last day of Project DL. You guys can see I was pretty lean. I had a fair amount of muscle tissue still. Good shape. I really gained shape in my back. And just overall leanness, okay? And Project DXL, I essentially want to be a better version of this, all right? I have the time to rest and recover, and I can definitely get bigger than this. I can get bigger than all of this. I can put on more size while still staying lean and still being healthy, okay? That is another important factor, staying healthy throughout the whole time. And yeah, that means there's going to be a couple cheat meals, okay? We're not going to eat perfect every single day. You can try your best, but at the end of the day, it's not realistic to say that you're going to eat perfectly and you're going to diet perfectly every single day. But if you want to be shredded and you want to look awesome, then you do have to make some sacrifices, and that means eating pretty functionally and training properly and recovering properly. So if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I will be trying to go for a weekly upload, okay? They're not going to be as, maybe as good as my other videos, but that's just because it's hard to get consistently cinematic and high quality videos, okay? And that's the reality of content creation. But I will be more consistent, so you trade off. And I will be uploading more on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're on already, go and follow me on there. You can track my progression and you can help us reach our goals, okay? It's going to be a phenomenal summer. We're all going to get shredded. We're all going to look awesome. And I got some big things in the works, guys. So make sure to stay tuned, okay? Yeah, thank you guys so much, each and every one of you, for watching the video. And let's really get into this project DXL. Let's go, fellas.